1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact.
And we'll take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
19-18.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have the first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 light. Stop below 18.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Rig alert, rig alert.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Street, street.
Back to throw, Willis.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And his throw is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Straight. Flick right.
Throwing, Jones.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Detroit.
Now Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Timberland.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throw here is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Check.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get out.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Now Willis on 4th down.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Timberland.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce.
He's into space past the 25.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way across midfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Myers connects on the PAT. After 1, 17-7 the score. It's Myers now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Triple right for Chino. Triple right for Chino. South salad. South salad.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Great. Cockroach.
Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Great. Bama.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man. It's high and complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
The Giants are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there.
Touchdown! Dameon Pierce, 28 yards. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Brown on the carry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Check.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 61 yards.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
On second down, it's Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Now Willis to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Half 18, half 18. Other side, other side. Timberland, 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 Timberland.
Jones on first down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
Back to throw. Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
It goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Dragon 60.
Willis, 4th down here. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Detroit Johnson. Apple. Ladybug. Apple.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Cover right, Pacino.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast.
Both these teams get a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, dog.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Taken down at the 42.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Gold, north salad. Goldfish.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner!
Another carry for Pierce.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Here we go. Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner!
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
North salad! North salad! South salad! South salad!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown! Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Left thing 19! Cut 19! Cut 19! Go!
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, check that. Street. 19 Lions. Hey, Buffalo 18. Panther Street.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for Walker.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Give left side for Pierce. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And some room to work. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For the Giants field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Go, go! Go, check, go, check.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Willis now off of play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's caught inside the 35. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 72 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. It's caught at the 10.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jones keeps it himself. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Hey!
Here's Willis.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The offense on third down tonight, just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be third and forever.
Warriors 70.
Here's Willis, third and long.
On the move to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go, Reed, go.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it.
Dancing to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Hey, Smash. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, hurt.
To throw, here's Willis.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
First and 10, it's Willis.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Across midfield. He's on his way.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Dameon Pierce,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it here with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check, Bobcat.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Hand off left side, Pierce. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Check smash, check smash.
Back to Walker on first down.
Nifty move.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
41, a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
They run again with Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Let's go now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
At the Giants' 14-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready,
2nd and 6.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Riggs, Riggs.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Panther Street, Panther Street.
Willis will try and throw for this.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Toss left side for Pierce.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now Jones. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Running left is Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A higher scoring game, Charles.